Are we ready?
ethmar's is fine. Oh no, they're...
Select a fun stage.
Alright, cool.
Alright.
So you guys ready to go?
Looks like you can change which file. How's this?
Story select.
Just look off the screen. Multi-track listening.
Are you gonna press one player play, ethmar?
Are you ready to play a one-player game?
Alright. So, you guys ready to go? Starting? Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, Monkey started a couple seconds. Alright, so this is City Escape. This game has 3 different stage types. You have the action stages, which we're starting off at now. There's also the treasure hunting and the Tails mech stages. But we can start with this. We start off in a snowboarding-esque portion of the stage, and your goal of this is to not touch any of the cars and to hit all the ramps you can.
There's not too much variance in this part of the run. From run to run, the City Escape boarding section tends to look the same. The first checkpoint is very consistent, normally within a second, if they don't hit any walls.
And now we're going to see Monkey go for one of the skips in the stage. Oh, just misses it. See if ethmar gets it. And he gets City Escape skip. Nice. So you'll see that the camera now is going to be facing towards Sonic, and you won't be able to see exactly where ethmar is going. But using the posters on the wall, you can kind of judge when you want to jump. And it's just a neutral stick jump to land on the next rail, so stuff should be good. Let's see.
City Escape skip saves about 30 seconds, so ethmar does have a little bit of a lead on Monkey, but with the RNG and knuckle stages and execution in some of the harder levels, that time can be very easily made up.
See how this truck section is going?
Looks like he's skipping to most of the floors, which is essentially the entire goal of the truck section, is to not bonk on the walls and stay on the floor.
Alright. Let's see. No.
This is a very good skip lead.
Holy crap, sub 150?
Sub 150
Oh,
with a
man.
skip attempt. Unbelievable.
That's a really good skipless City Escape, and that's with a CES attempt.
Now, you might have noticed, if you look at Monkey's screen right now,
Piece of cake.
there won't be something that there normally is.
We're right into the Bigfoot fight.
Yeah, there was no emblem. What happened? So basically, very recently, a Japanese runner named Emarua found out that if you load a certain save file and watch the credits before you play any other save file, the emblems are completely disabled. There's no emblem cutscene anymore. This saves about 1 minute and 54 seconds over the course of a hero story run, and is discovered literally like a day or 2 ago.
Emeru is crazy at finding stuff for this game.
He knows so much, I can't even believe it.
Let's see this piece that ethmar gets. See, we've gone into a second piece. All of the runners for this game, they've memorized what the first hint corresponds to which piece in all of the treasure hunting stages. So with getting just one hint, they know exactly where the piece is.
Let's see. ethmar actually got a really bad second piece, but he used the opportunity to cross back over the main area to get Pillar Without Any Treasure, which was a free piece that he saw earlier, but didn't have the time to get because he was caught in the wind tunnel.
I found him.
So little by little, Monkey's picking up time over ethmar.
Eggman 1 is a funny boss because he says Tails can't beat him in 100 years, and then all you have to do is face forward and press the B button. And he goes down pretty easily.
The boss pretty much devolves into just mashing the B button, and then most of the time going for a punch for the last hit. It's fairly easy. There is a really stupid death strat you can use that the task does, but we don't talk about that. Now, Prison Lane, the very first mech stage, how you're going to want to move as the mech is you're going to want to jump around corners and try and keep your turns with the mech as smooth as possible so you don't lose your speed. Because cutting turns too quickly without jumping, it just destroys your speed altogether.
It's actually kind of funny. If you ever play SA2 on keyboard, it is impossible to keep your speed as Tails without jumping, no matter how subtly you change the direction, because it only works in 8 directions.
Let's see. ethmar hitting the elevator at about 37. I don't know a lot about level times for this, but I'm pretty sure 37 is really good.
37 is a very good elevator time. It's comparable to what Sage got in his world record, as far as I remember.
It's very good.
Monkey getting a 39, also very good. It's not uncommon for high-level runners to get like a 42 elevator. Nick said it's his turn on the Xbox. ethmar getting unluckily shot by that beetle. It likes to get you sometimes. Ooh. He did actually get the gate beetle early. If you turn and shoot to the right before the camera catches up, then it lets you shoot the beetle when you're not supposed to be able to target it. So that does save a good amount of time. We're going to see if Monkey gets it as well, and he does. ethmar getting a 138 flat, sub 140 in a marathon. It's very, very good for Prison Lane.
Missing the second wave hop, unlucky.
Monkey finishing up his own Prison Lane, getting what looks like a 141. Very solid time. ethmar going for the underloop strat here. Metal Harbor is a very difficult stage. There's a lot of things that you can mess up a little bit and have them go wrong, but if you do play through the level a lot of times, you can get it consistent. The light shoes that ethmar just picked up allow him to light dash through lines of rings. This is useful for a lot of stages, namely Metal Harbor and Green Forest, and there are also a couple uses for it in stages like Green ethmar is going to storage under that somersault rail, which is basically done by holding B, so the game isn't sure if you want a somersault or spin dash, and gives you the somersault hitbox while allowing you to charge up a spin dash.
And as you saw, both runners got what we call pulley skip, where you skip the second pulley for, you know, like the red pulleys that they go up. And it can be really tough sometimes, and the game can eat your A-plus there as well. So
both of these players getting an above 13 missile, which is very good. This race is really close. ethmar gets the final leap skip, 125. That's another... That last loop can be really jank.
Yeah, Monkey trying to cut it close, but still with the 122. I believe if he had gotten that fast loop skip, it would have been pretty close to sub 120.
119 story style is very, very respectable. Like, it's very close to the story style record.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Hey, that's
2 times the faker cutscene. Pog. Can we get some fakers in chat?
Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
We'll see. I don't know if either of the runners are going to go for the IL strat on Shadow Fight. I think Monkey goes for it.
You eat those words.
Oh, and ethmar
ethmar goes
nice.
for it.
There's no time to
So Monkey has to go for it.
even get the chance.
Oh, and he gets it too. Nice.
Nice.
I see.
Oh, that's
That light
unfortunate.
dash.
I hate to see it.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
After you've beaten a boss, if you die, the game tends to not count it as a death for you. And on stages, or on bosses like Egg Golem, you can actually use it to save in game time. If you hold right during this cutscene, at the end of the cutscene, then you actually save a frame, and it's the most important frame of the game because it's free.
Let's see. Oh, Green Forest has one of these big skips in it. Notice Green Forest Wall Run. There's also another variant of it called the Task Run. We'll see. I don't know if ethmar will go out of his way for the Task Run. I think Monkey might. But I think Wall Run saves about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And then Task Run saves about 30-ish, I think. I don't know. Those are just guesses.
Yeah, Task Run would save somewhere to like 5 to 10 seconds more, because at the end of Wall Run you do something called Moonshot, which is like a spin dash on the tree. But if you get Task Run, then you don't need to spin dash on the tree at all. ethmar getting the mini Wall Run under the loop, which is a really cool trick in which you trick the game into thinking that you are on a loop instead of on a wall, and it lets you run up it. We're getting confirmation that Task Run saves 2 seconds.
Alright. Shoutouts to Dark Bro.
Dark Bro has the science.
Yeah. 2 seconds over a good Moonshot.
Okay.
That makes sense. See, ethmar and Monkey going for Wall Run. ethmar gets the loop speed, so does Monkey. Monkey going for Task Run. Oh, I think that's it.
That's
nice!
it.
Monkey gets Task Run, and ethmar gets Moonshot, so there you guys go.
That is definitely not 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah. And again, just goes to show you, all it takes is a little bit of elbow grease and Monkey's right back ahead of ethmar. But we do have another RNG stage coming up.
True. This is where ethmar blooms on these RNG stages.
There's a little bit of a meme where people say ethmar's not good, just lucky. And although he is good, he can be pretty lucky as well.
No time to lose. I have to hurry and find.
We'll see if the prophecy is true today. See here, you can actually skip the text box for the upgrade if you buffer grabbing the hint and going into the upgrade at the same time, which you saw ethmar do. Pumpkin Family, so another piece on Pumpkin Hill. There's only one on the cliff, so I believe that will be going over to church.
It's closer. One more left.
When you do something bad, this might happen. This is one of the pieces that can be in 2 different locations. I believe the official term that we call that is an ambiguous piece, but that can either be behind Ghost Train or it can be at the bottom of church. We'll see ethmar finishing with a 42 and Monkey finishing with a 52. This is just the small variance that these RNG stages can give, and they can judge who wins and who loses the race sometimes, because they can punish you fairly badly.
Mission Street is a cycle-based tail stage, one of, I believe, 2 in the run. Basically what these runners are going to be going for is 0 cycle, which is a cycle faster than the fastest thought possible cycle. Although, I wouldn't be surprised if any of them do get half cycle even. They're going for weight hop right here, where they pause hover over the weight. ethmar barely does not get it. Monkey's coming up on it.
Monkey does not get it either. It's one of those tricks that it's hard. It's easy to sleep on it, but it can get you sometimes. The 3 main cycles that you'll see at the top level for this stage would be the 0 cycle, which needs you, you need to hit that weight hop at the start in order to get 0 cycle. And I believe you need it as well to get the half cycle, which is, we just call them like a full cycle and a half cycle, dependent on if you hit the weights at the back where you'll use them or in the front. It's hard to explain the cycles because...
Yeah. You'll see the cylinders that determine 0 or 1 cycle very soon.
Yeah. If you see on ethmar, so if we were to take those front weights, we would call that a half cycle. but since we take the one on the back, we call it a full cycle. So this would be a first cycle for ethmar.
Monkee taking an unfortunate death. That's going to put him back a little bit. But again, this game, there's a lot of little parts that go into the full run, so it's very possible to see another comeback.
And I believe this is half cycle for Monkee. Although, if he did die, then that kind of messes up the cycles a little bit.
You might have seen them wait and have the camera pan around them when they got the booster upgrade. That's a strat that saves in-game time and also helps them understand the cycle down a little bit better. ethmar coming into Aquatic Mine, a stage that is almost famous for how many free pieces that you can see in the open cutscene. I didn't see any, but there are still even more free pieces to check in the top room. Guardian of the Switch, which yeah, it's unbelievable. ethmar is getting amazing pieces.
Oh, okay. That's not the greatest piece, but we're going to use a sign clip here. This is still going to be sub 30, I believe, so definitely not an Aquatic Mine to sleep on.
I gotta do better next time.
Can't use glitches in speedrunning, that's cheating. This is a bug run now.
Will the runners attempt to do CGSS? I assume so, at least once. Let's see if Monkee gets any free pieces. I don't think I see any.
This is going to be tougher than I thought. It's
Oh, yeah, Ghost Pulley. Let's see what this next hint is.
Monkee opting to hit water level 2 height because of the free piece. I think that's respectable. There aren't too many pieces that need water level 3 height.
Dig on the slope. I believe, yeah, you should be able to grab this.
He's fine with water level 2 height. ethmar on the only kart racing stage in the game and deciding that driving forwards is boring and he would prefer to go backwards. Basically, the way that these kart stages work is you can collect 20 rings and get a boost, or you can collect or hit balloons to get 20 boost points and a random number of rings between, I believe, 20 and 40.
Yeah, this is perfect.
The exact difference between the two runners, right?
So as Monkee loads into Route 101, we can see that ethmar is approximately 1 minute and 4 seconds.
Route 101's one of those stages where I only know, like, probably maximum 3 people who genuinely enjoy this stage. It's one of those ones where it's almost an auto-scroller, but you can just do small things to save some seconds here and there.
About 10 seconds.
Yeah. But the people who do like this stage are very passionate about it.
And there's a lot to know.
Yeah, shout out to IDGeek121 in the chat.
The Resident Master, he actually has a video explaining his ring ride on YouTube. So if you want to understand how to be truly optimal at Route 101, I would suggest you check that out.
It's possible. Actually, no, this is going to be 260.
The thing about this stage that's really funny is that the final time, like where it takes a second off of it and just plays that.
Actually, I think that's a little too second.
Ooh, 260. Strim ripped.
Panic basket in the chat. See if each part does the full jump. He does. Alright, let's see if he's close. Now it's just a matter of whether or not he makes the cycle, which I think he should.
Oh yeah, that's done.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Ethmar makes full.
Looks like Monkey is getting about 216 as well.
Ooh, Monkey gets a 215. Oh, Ethmar tried to land on the top of the pulley, but it didn't want to let him. Yeah, Ethmar did make a successful pull jump. We're going to see Monkey go for it now.
We'll see. Oh, alright, Monkey's gonna be taking a death. Unfortunate. What he was trying to do is, even if you miss pull jump for about 1 or 2 tries, then you're most likely not going to make the cycle. So what Monkey was going to do is he was going to try and get a pause jump off of the pull jump and make it look like he was going to do pull jump, but then actually do GC skip and go through the wall, similar to how the GameCube does it. Nice time from ethmar.
This is a very strong hidden base. Monkey instead going for axle jump.
Just gonna get a pause jump over this fence and on your way to the pulley.
Got bullied a little bit by the gun robots. Ethmar starting arguably the most execution heavy Sonic stage in the game, Pyramid Cave. Oh wow, that was the lowest 15 jag.
Oh, ethmar going for a mock bounce where you wedge yourself in between the wall and the chow box, and then you can pretty much just spin dash while holding up and you'll just get flung right up. Which you'll see now, as ethmar is about to get the bounce bracelet upgrade. This is when another layer of this speedrun comes into play, where you'll see ethmar running and bouncing into walls, and then getting like crazy amount of height. We refer to that as a super bounce. And the way it works is if you bounce into the wall,
He's going for bounceless right side door skip on the first door. Ethmar.
Your horizontal movement will be transferred into vertical movement, which is why super bounce works.
Third base coach Ethmar attempting to show the NASA how good he can be at video games. Monkey finishing up a reasonably good hidden base as well, especially considering. Oh, Ethmar walks off the snake slowly to his own demise. Gets the super bounce up, going for snake skip again. Snake skip is a trick that can get you if you sleep on it, but it looks like he makes it second try.
That is true in the chat most of the time, especially in Pyramid Cave and the 2 big hallways. You don't actually want to hit a lot of the speed pads because they kind of slow you down. See, ethmar's going to be going for a gravity bounce here at the end, all the way to the goal ring. And
he gets it, 150.
And he gets it. See, now Monkey's about to get the bounce bracelet. Let's see if he goes for first door clip like ethmar.
Oh,
nice!
First try!
Let's go, Monkey.
That door clip is very difficult, so most runners don't even go for it. They just go for the super bounce over where the invisible wall ends, or visible rather, but where it stops having collision.
Alright.
Ethmar gets a nice first piece, but not a nice one if you want to go
oh my gosh, ethmar.
Oh my goodness. Ethmar's not good, just lucky.
Insane death chamber.
I cannot believe Ethmar just got a 34 death chamber deathless with a 69 IGT. Did Monkey just go for that?
Did he?
Holy crap! Monkey just went for the like messed up TAS wall run strat.
The hex skip.
The hex skip.
Yo, shoutouts to Hexaforce. Oh, very... I didn't even know what happened there.
Yeah, the run, or the stage didn't want him to get it. Now, ethmar goes for one of two things here. He goes for the bait, in which King Boom Boo tries to attack him early.
And he missed it.
There's also something you can do called Fireball Skip, where you make, where you just kind of dig behind King Boom Boo after you get hit, and then you can punch his little assistant friend before he throws all the fireballs. But he is still going to attempt a one cycle. Hopefully succeed. I mean, the way you want to beat King Boom Boo is you want to punch him right where his tail attaches to his body so that you're nice and up close to him, but he flips forward instead of backwards, so you can keep running and keep all your speed to hit him.
And you'll see what Monkee did was he got a piece in green room, and then he just died. That was a tactical death, so you can get back to red room, because red room is kind of like the central hub you want to be in, because it gives you so many more options if you want to get to a different piece.
And there are a lot of pieces that are just within red room, so you can potentially just keep resetting until you get a piece in the red room.
Yeah. And it doesn't actually lose that much IGT. Eggman with the red nose.
Monkee also did something known as booty clip, in which you clip through the piece known as, or the box containing the piece known as Beauty and the Beast. It gives you a lot of access to the blue and green rooms without going through the core. ethmar going for a swag super bounce instead of bouncing off of the back platforms like us plebeians, and he goes for the swag hit.
And Monkee, this is just showing the spectrum of death chambers you can get. You see ethmar with a 34 and Monkee with a 119, and there was really not much either of the runners could do. It's just death chamber is so... I don't know what the word I'm looking for.
Rude.
Yeah, rude.
What the?
I'm not a fan of Death Chamber. ethmar in the last tail stage, Eternal Engine. There is one more... Oh, that was a little bit risky. There is one more Tails boss fight after this, but this is the last tail stage. And luckily, we don't play a lot of it, because this stage is not very fun.
Yes, ethmar got City Escape skip. But Monkee didn't get a City Escape skip, but he got a 148 City Escape skipless.
It was really impressive. And that's 148 with an attempt, not like a skipless CE without anything. Monkee getting a very nice Boom Boo.
What a hap.
Oh, ethmar goes for the weight hop. Can't get it on Mission Street, but gets it on Eternal Engine. 104 check, I think he can still make first cycle, but barely. Ooh, he hit the wall. So coming up right here, we're going to do Eternal Engine skip. Oh yeah, there we go. And basically what you want to do is you want to get real good friends with this battery so that it pushes you through the wall. And you can just fly through space in a down right direction so that you just kind of fall into the goal ring. Also, something we didn't really explain when ethmar was on Egg Golem is that the point of this boss is to get super bounces off of the little ledge in front, and there is a 5-frame window to get the super bounce high enough so that it'll hit Egg Golem.
It's ridiculous. This boss is... I don't know anybody who genuinely enjoys this boss at all. It's just... It's kind of... It's the death chamber of bosses.
This really is the death chamber of bosses.
Yeah. That's the worst. You never want to see him do his ballerina, because even if Monkee gets the super bounce right now, Egg Golem won't stop until he finishes the cycle for his attack, and then he'll stand there, he'll do nothing for a couple seconds, and then he'll die. There you go. And while he's dying, you can just either do a death strat to end the boss a little bit earlier. Yeah.
ethmar getting a pretty okay first piece, although sometimes bottom first pieces lead to floating stone above a moon, which is quite possibly the worst piece in the entire game.
see what ethmar's last piece is. Behind a star. Oh, wow. This is probably going to be sub 40?
Oh, it's going to be close.
Yep, 39.
Oh.
Holy crap, ethmar.
Very close.
The RNG in this run has been insane.
It's insane.
Aside from Pumpkin Hill, where you got like a 42. Like, what was it? 23 Aquatic Mine, 35 Death Chamber.
Yeah.
And now
like a 39.
That's ridiculous.
He got at the bottom of a pillar though in Wild Canyon. But like it slowly scaled up but peaked in Death Chamber. Monkey waiting for the rocket to rise so that he can run up and jump, but it looks like it didn't register him walking on the button. What is that, game?
I saw that. I swear I saw
I
that
saw the
animation.
button go down.
Good video game.
Hand standing in place to beat Rouge. Punching, I'm not sure if that was by accident or because he wanted to swag a little bit. But Rouge is a funny boss fight because you basically just get the first hit and then run away and then handstand on her face until she dies. Monkey getting a second cycle EE. And a first strike with it.
Good stuff. Let's see. I think we'll see a CGSS attempt from ethmar coming up. We have two variants of the Crazy Gadget skip. We have the one that was used for years, known as Crazy Gadget skip, where you use one of the gravity switches to navigate to the end of the stage, and it saves about 50 seconds over skipless, if I want to say.
Ooh.
But Crazy Gadget skip is something else, and we'll see if ethmar's about to go for it.
People in chat want CGSS, and ethmar is going for it. Hits the kill plane.
Yeah. To do CGSS, you have to weave in between two kill planes. Let's see. ethmar's going to go for CGSS again. Oh, and he's out of bounds.
He's out.
Bless RNG in the chat.
Oh.
I think this is an overshoot.
Ooh.
Ah, no, nice.
He hits the goal ring. Well played from ethmar. A very difficult skip to get second try. A ground piece for Monkey. We're going to need as many Bless RNGs as possible.
You don't want to see it? Okay.
Switching a cage,
Switching a
okay.
cage.
Not exactly an S tier piece, but not floating stone above a moon. ethmar playing as Tails for the final time. Monkey going for his final piece between two rotating beacons. ethmar getting a 16 Eggman 2. Pretty solid.
Monkey with not that bad pieces in Meteor Herd.
It's close.
Let's see. This piece can be kind of painful to get, as that spring has a jank hitbox on it.
ethmar going for, or ethmar now entering Final Rush. Will he be doing Fast FR? Is the question. Blink once if you're doing Fast FR, ethmar.
Can't see his eyes. I don't think ethmar has gotten Fast FR in over 2 years.
Ooh.
So I think we're gonna see some Final Rush.
What? That was a very interesting gravity bounce. Is it really?
If that's how you want to play, I will
I've
take
never
it from
seen
you.
that. Monkey handstanding all over Rouge.
Oh, sub 15. Let's go.
That is a powerful Rouge segment.
So Final Rush skip works by jumping off the rail and it giving you really weird gravity properties, and then you use the camera button to angle it. And what the goal of Final Rush skip is to go around the kill plane that blocks you from getting to the end of the stage. The skip that people were talking about, Fast Final Rush skip, involves us actually going through the kill plane.
Yeah, there's a, from what I've heard, there's a 1 in 8 chance to make Fast Final Rush based on which part of the kill plane you phase through. You need to move You need to be the unit right before the kill plane on one frame and the unit immediately after it on the next frame. But there are 8 units that you can be away from the kill plane on the frame before you
Monkey
pass
out of
through
bounds. Oh yeah, and time is coming up.
Yeah, you guys, time is coming up on the first,
Or when the timer stops on the shadow fight.
on the shadow fight.
Shadow 2 is very consistent as long as you maintain a proper rhythm. It can be pretty easy to lose, but there's not a huge penalty for losing your rhythm as long
And
as
time.
you keep going for it. ethmar getting a 34
Let's go, ethmar.
with the emblem skip. For those wondering just how much emblem skip changes in terms of RTA, the world record has a 34 RTA.
Was that world record?
According to chat, that was an RTA world record from ethmar.
Oh, Dage has a 33.
Is it 33?
Yeah, he got a 33.
Oh no, Dage, the world record holder after Emerald Skip got found out, Emblem Skip, why did I say Emerald Skip? He decided for memes he was just gonna get a really good RTA run and he grabbed a 33 for free, but he didn't upload it.
But still a good time.
It's true, this is the first run that people have seen that was sub the current world record RTA.
So we have an official world record at NASA by some sort of technicality, if you want to count that.
Yay.
Yay, world record. Can we get some world record hype? No? Alright.
World record question mark height.
Hype? Monkey entering the final rush of his own. What?
Going for optimal strats.
The properties that make Sonic trip on a ledge in this game baffle me.
Let's see. Monkey going for some IL caliber strats here.
Hype?
Let's see. Really close. This first rail switch can be really tricky.
The game showing Monkey the same hate that it has been all run long. This time on the same section multiple times in a row.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh!
Aw.
You hate to see it.
Oops.
Oops. Holy crap, that was so clean.
That was really nice. But yeah, it's really funny that the game thinks that gravity is that really weird down right angle.
Yeah. Well, see, this is, even with that oops, I'll have to pay attention to what this time is.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice time.
I think it'll be around the time ethmar got.
Fun
So I
fact
think
about this
122.
picture of Earth, it's actually an edited version of the pale blue marble, which is a really, really famous picture of Earth. And if you look at it, you can actually see the circle of clouds we line up for Final Rush skip on.
Yo, McShuggets in the chat, what's going on?
There's not actually a picture of Earth.
This is a picture of Earth, but they edited out Africa and put in more clouds and made it more blue.
Oh, yeah. Shoutouts to MikhailT02.
Those are some fun facts.
Yeah, dude.
I love fun facts.
We'll see.
Another fun fact is that if we count this as the RTA world record, ethmar has gotten 3 world records in the past, like, month or two. Pardon?
Tylenol in the chat.
Tyler in the chat. 123 final rush from Monkey.
With the oops. Not
With the
bad.
oops and the ledge jump.
That, honestly, it probably could have been sub 120.
For sure.
Before this is over,
Let's see. Time coming up in like 10 seconds.
Monkey showing just how
Time.
consistent Shadow 2 is. 38-42.
Game over, Shadow.
Well played by both runners.
Let's go. Alright.
And now we're gonna go set up Sonic Adventure DX.
Alright.
Sonic,
Yep.
I did it.